Let's learn to drive with RoyDrive. And hello again. Thank you for stopping by. We're going to take a look at how to enter the highway and the parkway in this one session that we're about to do. When you enter the highway, think of it just the same way you think about changing lanes to the left or right. In this case, you'd be entering from right to left. But if you think about it the same way as changing lanes, then the difficulty of the psychological sense that you're going on the highway won't be as traumatizing or as difficult to envision. So here I'm going under this bridge, clean off the windshield. And after I've made this turn to the left, into the left lane, the highway's above our head, we're going to go on. You can also choose to make a test run, so you don't have to really go on right away. So in this case, we have the highway and we have a service road. I'm going to use the service road first. So let's continue, make my turn to the left. So let's assume that I have a fear of going on the highway. So here, I'm signaling left to go to the east. Put the sign above my head. I'm going to merge left. Put my signal on. I'll leave room between myself and the car in front of me in case the car in front of me was to stop. I won't hit them in the back. Sometimes there's a stop, a light at the entrance to the ramp that keeps the car separated. Now here is the highway. I'm signaling left, checking my mirrors, I'm looking left, but I'm not going to go on. I'm going to use this as an example of what it feels like to enter. So I'm actually going to get off. I'm on the ramp, but instead of entering, I'm actually going to exit. But by doing this, I get a feel for what my sense of anxiousness, my sense of comfort is, as to whether I'm going to enter or not. If you don't feel well enough to do it, to just change lanes and move to the left, okay, signal right and come off. So I have not entered. All I did was basically get a gauge for how it feels if I was to enter left and get onto the highway. Now I'm going to merge right, change lanes, and enter onto the parkway. So I'm going to check my blind spot, my mirrors. There's some cars coming. It's going to be a difficult change of lane here. And if I cannot change all the way, I'm just going to stay where I am. Yellow lights. And I'm going to go down this service road here and take my next opportunity to go to the parkway. Over there's the highway, and I'm on the service road. And I'm going to make my next right turn to get to the parkway, so I'm going to change lanes. I'm going to signal, check my mirrors, check my blind spot, look in the front, and drift my way across. It's all clear. And when I stop, I'm going to stop before I go over the line, brake ahead of time because it is red and I can't make any progress. I just slow down and just creep my way up really slow like this. So when I stop, the car does not jerk at all. I am not sure if you can see this or not, but the sign does say no turn on red. It's a better view for you. And even if it does not say no turn on red, you don't have to go. You can simply wait for the light to become green, because it's a safer situation when you make a right turn on the green light versus a red, because somebody has to have a green, and if you make a miscalculation, misjudgment as to how close somebody is, you can tell it's raining. It's kind of slippery, so it's just best to wait for a green light if you're not sure. Here comes our green light, and here we go. Hand over hand. Slide the wheel back into my right lane to be correct. And up ahead there's a sign for the Parkway. The Parkway is a bit different from the highway. The highway has commercial vehicles, and the Parkway in this case has only cars, but no trucks and buses. I'm going to signal right from the entrance here. Enter, and do my hand over hand, slide the wheel back. I'm going to enter at about 40 miles per hour. I can see the highway is moving pretty quickly at about 55 miles per hour, and 40 miles per hour does just fine. Here the light is not on for stop and go, so I'm going to signal left. The lines are solid. Cars next to me, I'm going to yield to them. If I have to stop, I will stop. There's a car approaching from behind. I'm going to slow down, let them pass me by. They have the right to go first. Check my blind spot again. And here I'm merging at the end of the ramp. If I had to stop, then I would certainly stop because I don't have the right to go first. Now for this example, I'm going to get off again. So here's the exit sign. I'm going to signal right. You can always signal when you see the white arrow for your destination sign. And also begin to exit at the same as quickly as you can see the ramp. Don't get off at the end of the ramp. Get off at the beginning of the ramp, because it's safer to get off as soon as you see the ramp. Now here the speed is a bit slow. It's about 20 miles per hour because the ramp is very curved, so I can maintain control of my car. And I'm going to make a right turn and get back on the Parkway again. So stand by. Here there's no turn and red sign that says I cannot go. So if I'm going to go, I'm going to make my full stop. Then after I make my full stop, I can observe to my left by creeping up with my wheel turned right just slightly. And we have a green light, so I'm good to go. Now as I turn to my right lane, I'm going to change to the left lane right away. Mirror, mirror, and blind spot. Look in front of my car, and I drift across. Look for my entrance to the Parkway here coming up shortly. And enter. As I enter, I keep my wheel straight until it's safe. There's a car coming towards us. I'm going to wait for that vehicle to go past. And one more vehicle, a pickup truck coming our way. When they pass by, I'm going to make my hand over here, and here we go, entering the Parkway. You might notice the sign that says wrong way. Now the Parkway, the ramps on the Parkway are kind of curvy, as opposed to the highway, which is very straight. So the highway is actually easier to get on than the Parkway, because the Parkway is less room. So here I'm entering around the ramp, and I can see there's a light on that says I should be stopping and going. Stop here on the red. As I get there, change the green, so I'm going to go. Accelerate up to merge speed. In this case, they're going kind of quickly, so I'm going to signal left on my entrance. Don't enter as soon as possible. Enter towards the end of the ramp. Check my blind spot, look in front, and I'll go over when it's safe. If it was not safe, I'm required to stop and then go when it's safe to do so. Now that I'm on, I'm going to exit again. So here's my destination sign. I'm going to signal, and I get off as soon as possible, not at the very last minute, because in those cases someone could be next to you, and you don't want to have someone next to you on a single lane road getting off on the ramp. I'm going to enter one more time for you regarding the Parkway. Here there's a sign that says right turn on red after full stop. So up to the line, make my full stop. Light is still red. If I want to go, I'm going to inch up. Take a good look to my left. It's changing to green, but there's no one coming. I make a quick lane change to the left here. And here comes the entrance to the Parkway. And we're about to enter the Parkway now. I'm going to signal in advance. And keep in mind, this is just like a lane change. There's no difference. It's just a lane change. But they're going a little bit faster than you normally would be going on the regular roads. There's a car next to us. You can see it in my mirrors. I'm going to slow down a little bit. When they pass, I'm going to accelerate. Check my blind spot. Accelerate just a little. and I blend over. I do not turn over, I just blend or merge. Now that I'm on, I'm going to cancel my blinker, and that is it. From here, just maintain your speed and flow of 55 miles per hour in this case, and you're good. I'm going to exit one more time. Sign says 15 miles per hour on the ramp, so I'm going to be going at about 15 miles per hour. I'm down to 20. And down to 15 miles per hour as I complete the ramp. Hey, the green light is green as soon as I approach, so I'm going to make my turn to the left. Into the left lane, because I'm making a left turn. And just up ahead, there's going to be a highway entrance. And I said before, the ramp for the highway are kind of straight, whereas the ramps for the parkway are curved, which makes it more difficult to see because they're shorter. So I'm going to enter the highway here, signaling left. Now on a green light, left turns go last. We do not go first unless we have a green arrow. Looking up ahead, I can see there's a green arrow on, so I'm going to proceed. But it might go off as I get closer and closer, so I'm ready to stop if necessary. And as you can see, it's changing to yellow, so I'm preparing to stop. And the light above my head, there are about 4 lights. Usually when there are more than 3 lights, one of them is going to be a green arrow. So I can anticipate what kind of light I'm going to get. But sometimes the green arrow comes first, most of the time, and sometimes it comes last. In this case, I only have a green light, so I'm going to creep up towards the center of the intersection and wait my turn to make my left as they go by. When I stop, I'm going to stop so you can see the light above my head. If I cannot see the light above my head, it means I cannot really tell when it's changing from green to yellow and red. And that is my advantage, to know when it's changing, which tells me it's time to finally go. Now the green arrow comes on. I do my hand over hand, enter the left turn lane, the left lane, and here we are. I'm going to enter the highway one more time. So I'm going to signal in advance for my entrance. And as I approach, I can see the sign says enter here. It's going kind of slow compared to the parkway, but what I want you to see is that the ramp is very straight and very long. Therefore, it's much easier to enter the highway than the parkway. But I'm not going to enter. I'm going to get off and end our video. I just want to show you that the highway, even though it has trucks and buses, commercial vehicles, it's easier to enter because it's wider and the ramps are definitely more straight. When you exit, once again, it's important to keep a distance between you and the car in front of you, because if they stop, you might run into their back. And one of the dangers is if you're both looking to the right side at the same time to complete your merge onto the service road, and if you don't look in front of you and they stop, you can hit them in the back. So let's give you a little example of how to merge to the right here. Cars come from behind. I have enough room, so I'm going to merge over the red car next to me, so I'm going to let them go. Go behind them, check my blind spot. A little bit of brake in here. I'm going to change all the way right, so I'm going to just take my time, checking my mirrors for the cars behind. The car approaching, check my blind spot, and I'm going to turn over nice and slowly so they can see me coming. And in this case, there are 2 lanes turning right. I can stay in the lane where I am or move all the way right. if I'm going to move right, once again, I do my blink, my mirrors, my blind spot. There's no one there, so if I want to turn over, I can turn over. And with my foot on the brake pedal, just creep over and take my time. There's no need to rush in these circumstances. Just take your time, be patient. The more traffic there is, the more time you have to make your decision. It's not a case where you have to be nervous. This is a case of taking your time and be patient. And that's it. Thank you for watching this RoyDrive video. Please subscribe, and goodbye until next time.